I've tried them all. I've tried ozone and hydroxyls. We've tried nanotechnology and surface coatings. We've even tried essential oils, which were effective, and all these ideas were good ideas. And we've done probiotics. And while these have merit and they can be used in a variety of situations, what we really come down to was we had dozens of products with different health ratings or concerns. Some of the things you can buy at a local store, which made us kind of nervous about the fact that we were just doing things that an average person could do anyway. And so we began looking further, and about 2 years ago, we came across a product that was very, very unique. And it really set us apart in so many ways, because rather than having dozens of products with different applications and different ratings for different concepts and the whole idea of the health concerns, we found that there was one product that we could use, and it's a single solution. It does almost everything that we need to have done, and it's really a proprietary program that's sold only to professionals. So this gave us a reason to kind of build more of a concept for professional businesses to get engaged. And when we've done this, we've seen that our overall success ratio has gone up because the product itself has been developed for over 10 years. It's been used in healthcare facilities, in labs, in government facilities. It's been used by all sorts of services where it was not available to the public. And so we started working on this and came up with the opportunity now to offer this to the professional community. It's not sold on the internet. It's nothing you can find out there that is comparable. So I think that this is one of those areas that cries for those who are already in the profession at some level, or those who are looking to step into a professional type of service, that this concept is really for them. We like to say that we fix the air you breathe, and what we're seeing now is a growing market that kind of lags behind the technology side and the medical breakthroughs and the cleaning side and all the stuff you see on the front side, but lags behind are all the complications, the health issues, the impact that we have in our lives, and it affects not only the longevity of our life, but affects the quality of our lives. Everything that we do contributes to either our health or our sickness. And that's why particularly those who are in the specialty cleaning services, remediation services, indoor air quality, air duct cleaning, carpet cleaning, odor removal, all these areas are a segment of the service industry that really falls under either indoor air quality or a remediation service. Now, what we find is when you just do a small section of that, you struggle a bit to stay in business because you've really got to promote, let's say, an indoor air duct cleaning service, and you've got to get out there and find that niche market. Whereas if there are many things that you could offer to this individual based upon their need, then you've got a much broader segment of things you offer to them. And this is where our product comes into play because, we can deal with indoor air quality by the fact that we can strip the air, we can remove the toxins, we can get rid of the VOCs, all the things that you need to have done as a proper service, this product can do it. But it also removes odors. And this has been an area where we see a number of people who have stepped in and they've used ozone and hydroxyls and probiotics to try to destroy these odors. And while they're effective, they're not time sensitive and they're not as effectual as maybe you want them to be. Then there is germs and infection control that our product will address quite well because it's a 7-log sanitizer. And we find that there's a growing awareness now in the indoor air quality of toxins, VOCs, TVOCs, chemical residue that has built up in these homes because they are a sealed system that acts like a collection or repository of everything that we've ever used over the last 10 years still living and active in that house. And how do we really detoxify, decontaminate, put that house back into a healthy situation? There are other areas that we want to address, and this may be everything from mold, which is a big area. Our product kills mold, but it goes beyond that because now we can strip the air better than what HEPA filters do. And what these HEPA filters can't remove effectively are things like mycotoxins, which are very much a problem in any kind of a building because mold produces not only mold spores that you can remove with HEPA, but it produces mycotoxins, which HEPA does not necessarily remove. And our product is kind of a very green, EPA registered, eco-safe, biodegradable product. But the kicker is, while we don't make a lot of claims about this overtly, it actually kills insects. And it does it safely because it basically penetrates their shell and disrupts their DNA, and they just die along with their eggs. So the question really is, why in the world would you be offering a service that either very segmented into a certain area or jump into a business that has only this much opportunity to really get out there and promote with compared to one that can do 10 different things and do it so very, very well? Indoor air quality is a mixture of many things that we run into, and it may be primarily a mold issue, and also it could be an odor issue. It could be an infection issue. It could be a toxicity issue. Now, how many products do you have that can solve all of those? And the answer is probably none. With our program, those who work with us in this network are able to get the resources for this special product that we feel is the single solution to a toxic world. And it gives you an edge because it is so effective. You can use it with whatever else you're doing right now. If you're doing carpet cleaning, you don't have to jump out of that and move into this, but it expands what you do. So if we talk about carpet cleaning, air duct cleaning, or even odor removal, you're still dealing with this one area. Our air duct cleaning is one of those areas that maybe deals with 10% of the air in that building, whereas our product can not only do air duct cleaning, but it will cleanse the air throughout the whole house. If you're doing carpet, once again, you're doing a small segment of the problem, whether it's an odor problem or a toxic issue. You're only treating one small section in the carpet, which may be bad, but what about the rest of the house? And why aren't we treating that as well? Well, a lot of the things that you currently know right now have been improved. We actually are offering a course for the Professional Indoor Air Quality Assessor, and we'd like to make that available to you as a way of introducing this business to you. And it gives you an easy step in because now you can explore what we're talking about. You can get the feel for what this requires because it is not a high challenge either money-wise or in a learning situation. It is something that you need to understand how, why, and when it works so well, and how to make the application, how to build a business with it. But we have a course for that. And we'd like to invite you to start maybe your journey into having a tremendous service that helps people in a big, big way by starting with the Professional Indoor Air Quality Assessor course. You'll learn about the meters that we use that are no longer just guesswork. It shows us exactly where the problem is and what kind of problem they're dealing with. And you have the solution for these because we'll show you the solution as well. This is not rocket science, but there is some science behind it. And I'd like you to take some time and maybe explore with me whether or not the idea of the Professional Indoor Air Assessor and the idea of having a remediation service that can address all of those issues in a very real way. I think you're going to be surprised that we have an extraordinary product that is such a broad spectrum concept and works so well. We no longer need a dozen bottles rattling around in the back of the truck. We don't need to try to remember which one does what. You may have other things you may employ along with what we offer, but you're able then to really layer our concept into whatever you're doing right now or to build a business that isn't going to be that difficult, that financially draining to get accomplished, but it can be done. And really in about 30 to 60 days, you can have a business running and serve your community in a way that I feel is desperately needed and even more a pressing issue than you realize right now. Indoor air quality and sick buildings, toxic homes, people who are struggling with chemical sensitivities, those who have chronic illnesses. There are so many people out there who don't understand that it's the building, that the air that is either aggravating them or making them sick. When we're able to test, we can show in a very clear way what the problem is, and there is a good solution for any of those issues that you run into. Well, we're going to invite you to take a look more closely at the Indoor Air Quality Assessment program, and I think you're going to find that it's going to be a real learning experience for you, and we stand behind you then as you maybe take that next step forward. We have already proven this concept. We've been doing this now for 2 years with great success, and so whether you're in the mold business, the carpet cleaning business, the indoor air quality business, odor removal, any of those items, this is a perfect add-on to what you're doing right now. And if you're going to get into this kind of an area where you're going to be a service industry to take care of these kind of needs, this is the good foundation that you really need to start with. And so we stand behind you. We help you along the way. I'd like to invite you to try it out, because this is your chance to test the market and find out how this is going to apply to you and how this market can literally be an explosive concept that will really drive things forward. I look forward to hearing from you, and certainly you can contact us through the website or by our email, and we'll be happy to kind of explain everything to you, walk you through what's going on. But it all starts with the Professional Indoor Air Quality Assessor course, and from there we'll show you what comes next. It's going to be a lot of fun. It is not that difficult, and it's not that expensive, but you can have a vibrant and an exciting and a great service business that works in your community.